Hi there. If you're getting started in the paid ads space and you're trying to decide whether to spend your first dollars on Google or Facebook ads, here are a couple points that should hopefully help clear up that decision. So first thing is I'd recommend asking yourself the question, is my product a need or a want focused product? And secondly, do my customers know exactly what they're looking for when they are looking for my specific product? And this kind of ties into how these platforms operate and therefore which platform would be more suitable to your specific product. So first thing to note here is Facebook or Meta. So just if you're not aware, Meta is the parent company of Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, etc. So when you advertise on Facebook, you advertise on Meta, and then Meta distributes your spend across whichever platform in their metaverse is most suited to your ads. So whether that's Instagram, Facebook, etc. So just to clear that up. So Meta is a social media platform where Google is a search engine. So obviously a search engine, people go into the search engine, search for a specific term, and then are served a set of results based off that specific term. On a social media platform, users are served whatever content is most relevant to them based off their watch/interaction history with different content and I guess general intent signals. So what posts they like, what posts they comment on, save, share, etc. So to kind of bring this back to these two questions up at the top over here, if someone is aware of something that they need and know exactly what they're looking for, they will generally resort to a search engine to search for that specific product or term, and then advertisers obviously pay to compete to serve for those individual searches. On the other hand, with a social media platform like Meta, people will be obviously consuming content, and then Facebook would essentially share or serve a random ad related to whatever they're watching. So just to give two examples of this, we've got a flat water bottle down here that I guess would be more suitable to, let's say, someone doing Pilates that would need a flat or would want a flat water bottle to fit in their Pilates tote bag a lot easier. Let's say, for example, our demographic is a 45-year-old woman that does Pilates in her spare time, and in her spare time, she'd also watch social media content around Pilates, etc. While she's watching that content, Facebook would obviously serve this type of ad to her, and it would be relevant to her at that specific point in time because she's obviously consuming content related to Pilates, etc. Generally speaking, that woman likely had a water bottle before. It wasn't a flat water bottle that fitted in her tote bag effectively, but it was a water bottle and it did the job. So generally speaking, she's not going to be on a search engine searching for a flat water bottle that fits in her tote bag, because that's obviously a very specific scenario, but still relevant to that specific demographic. So obviously this type of product here would be more suitable to advertise on Meta. On the other hand, we've got a disability stroller. This demographic is very aware that they need this specific product, and if someone was looking to buy a product similar to this, they're not going to be on Facebook watching reels around disability strollers, disabilities, etc. They're going to be in a search engine searching for a disability stroller, comparing prices, specs, etc. So therefore, if you're selling a product like this, which is obviously a need-based product, a search engine is more applicable for this specific product. And this applies, or this approach applies to any social media platform and any search engine. So for example, Bing ads, Amazon search, etc. And then obviously on the social media side, Meta, TikTok, and whatever other social media platform you'd like to advertise on. So that's everything I wanted to mention in this video. If you have any questions or feedback, please leave that in the comments below. I really hope you found some value here, and thanks again for your time.